YouTube, what's good, y'all? What's good? What is going on, YouTube? Hopefully everyone is doing well out there. Everything is going great. My Smell Good family, what's good, y'all? Thank y'all for joining me again. Of course, I'm your guy one more time, Desert LH Jr. And I know why you are here to listen to me talk about that smell good, okay? So this is a spur of the moment video. I basically was just sitting around just chilling and I often, with new people that I meet, I keep being asked like the same type of question these days, and it's kind of like, you know, what's your current best fragrances right now? Like, what's your favorite fragrances in your collection? What's your top 5? What's your top 10? And to be real with you, as a fragrance collector and a fragrance reviewer here on YouTube, I think it constantly changes. I think some of my favorites of all time will never leave, as you'll see, particularly with one of these fragrances that have never left. Different fragrances have changed here and there, but like right now, like some of these fragrances represent like entire lines, but like right now, these are the fragrances. So I couldn't come up with 5, but I got 6, because I just couldn't leave none of these off right now for what they're doing for me. All right, so this video is something that will change. I might do it again. Don't hold me to it. It's just how it goes. So these are my current 6 best or favorite fragrances in my collection right now. My top 6 right now in my collection. I'm staying away from the all-time mark. That's a different conversation, but these are the 6 best right now. If I'm, somebody asking me and I gotta roll it out in, 1 minute or less, I'm gonna say these 6 fragrances for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the video. Again, these are my top 6 best fragrances that are in my collection right now. All right, not all time, not for life, just right now, even though some of these are top 5 for lifers, as I mentioned. So let's go ahead and get into it. First up, from the house of Mancera. All right, you've heard me talk about this fragrance ad nauseum. We have the original Cedrat Boise. All right, absolutely adore this stuff right here, man. Love it, man. Lemon and incense and I think a little leather in here, or one of the other is in here. I think it's the leather, the incense, the lemon. This stuff is just fantastic. A versatile machine. I had like a decanter of this last year, and I kind of sat on it and I started wearing it out of nowhere. And then I purchased me a full bottle, and I just been wearing it out. As you can see, since I've gotten a bottle, this is the back. The juice intake is definitely starting to go down in there. But I just love the smell. Just love the scent. For me, I'm always going to have this. It just smells tremendous, great for any time, versatile like that for a date, for the office, hanging out, at a party or just chilling. It is fantastic for so many different reasons. I love how it smells. Good performer. It is slightly unique. It kind of goes after the Creed Aventus model, but it's different in its own way, and it stands out and alone away from Creed Aventus. If you have this fragrance in Creed Aventus, you kind of know what I mean. But this is great. You can get it on discounts for a really good price. And I have the sites down below where you can grab this from. So first up, number 6 on the list, but not in that order, if you know what I mean. We have Mancera Cedrat Boise. All right, next up, one fragrance that, set it off for me to acquire so many that I have from this house. It is an inspired by fragrance, but first up, from the house of Alexandria, we have Fruitis Virgins. Fruitis Virgins. Now, this is an inspired by fragrance from Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Okay, so real quick. All right, Lost Cherry. Now, my wife has Lost Cherry, so I know what it is. I've loved it since I smelled it at Nordstrom's over I don't know, a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Got my wife a bottle of it for her birthday, and it smells so great on her. You know, every time she went around, I would just smell the atomizer because I just love that cherry and that almond and that rum and that vanilla. Just such a unique scent that you don't smell every day. This is unisex, where a man or a woman can pull this off. I actually bought my sister Fruitis virgins for her birthday just a little while ago, and she absolutely loved this. This scent DNA is top 5 for life for me. Love the cherry, love the almond, the vanilla, the rum, like I just mentioned before. I wear this on dates. When I go out on dates with my wife, I've worn it to an events. You know, this is just something, if I'm going somewhere, man, and you know I'm not gonna smell like possibly no one else in the room, maybe one other person might smell like this, I go with this, and it's made it in this list, man. So definitely a top 6 fragrance right now from the house of Alexandria. We have Fruitis virgins. All right, next up from the house of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ideal, the EDT. All right, so you got some citrus notes, that signature almond note in here, vanilla, a cherry-filled cherry vibe. As you can probably tell, I love cherry in fragrances, especially when they're done in a masculine way, not, you know, sweet, you know, cherry. I love, you know, for a sweet floral cherry fragrance on a woman, yeah, I mean, that's great, but when it's done in a masculine way, it's fantastic. All right, so this juice right here, I just really, if it was going to be the EDP or this one or the Extreme, I don't know. I just kind of, you know, I was staring at this one because I've honestly worn this the most. I love the DNA for sure. Top 5 for lifer is the EDP from this line. But this one right here is, in my opinion, probably the most versatile that you can wear pretty much all year round. Only spot I wouldn't wear this is in the high heat. All right, other than that, you know, dates, to the office, some early summer, spring evenings, fall evenings, winter evenings, you can really do your thing with this one right here. This is a hot commodity in my collection. Top 6 for sure right now from the house of Guerlain. All right, we have L'Homme Ideal, the EDT. Very good performer here as well, Don't Sleep. I have the old school bottle with the black label, barriers or whatever around it. The new bottles are clear with the new sticker, but this bottle is a very good performer as well for an EDT concentration. Absolutely love this juice. Up next, old faithful for me, it just never changed at all, from the house of Chanel. We have Bleu de Chanel, the Parfum. All right, the Parfum. I love this stuff. They really took a stab at creating this DNA to be much different from the EDT and the EDP, even though you get those reminiscing factors from those two fragrances in this one, but this was toned down on just how bright it is, so it's much richer, so it's closer to the vest. Parfum concentration. They've added some notes in here, taken some notes out, like the EDT and what the EDP provide. Just a fantastic, you know, a scent, a classic. I'll always have this for life. This is a staple. Every time I do a top anything video, top 5 right now, top 5 for life, whatever, this one is going to be in it for sure. I absolutely love this fragrance. Possibly my #1 fragrance of all time. Yes, of all time, from the house of Chanel. We have Bleu de Chanel's the Parfum concentration. All right, 2 more on the list. This one right here is creeping up the rankings quite fast. It is challenging my love for a fragrance that, you know, that's in this line that I like the most. And we're talking about from the house of Giorgio Armani. We have Acqua di Gio, the EDP. Now this fragrance, in my opinion, is the Profumo, the Profondo, and the original all blundered into one. blunder into one. Not really on the absolute side or the profondo light side. Well, yeah, profondo light too, because there is a slight green factor that's in this fragrance. But the orange that you get in here, the lavender that they added to this thing from the original signature DNA that, you know, dropped on us maybe 25 plus years ago. This is fantastic. As you can see, the dent that I have in this thing, I'm really putting in work with this EDP. I really enjoy this. This is a great summer scent, spring scent, date scent, office scent. To me, it's multi-versatile, high heat, cooler weather. I wouldn't wear it in the brick cold, but you can wear this in the fall. Elements of Profumo are in here. Not saying it gets real incensey, but that patchouli kind of dirties it up and roughs up the original DNA, and I absolutely love it. I've been gravitating to this the most out of the collection, out of the line, and I've been spending a lot of time with it lately. Every time I smell it, I'm like, wow, how could you not love this? From the house of Giorgio Armani, we have Acqua di Gio, the EDP. Great juice. All right, and last but not least, number 6 on this list. I've talked about it in past videos. At least once a week, I have to wear this DNA. I just, got my first full bottle of this about a month ago for my birthday from the house of Creed. All right, we have Creed's Aventus. All right, not going to spend a lot of time talking about this because you guys know, I was fortunate enough to get me a full bottle of this stuff, man. So the pineapple-y opening, dries down to a, dirty, smoky type of vibe with feints of that opening still hanging around. I mean, how birch in here? How much do you want to have a conversation about it? Because you guys already know I have many fragrances that smell super close to this, or even right 1A 1B to it. I have several Intense Mans from Armauve. I have Mont Blanc Explorer. I did a video on it. I have that in the cars, and you can watch that after this. Just several different opportunities where you can smell like this DNA. But this is the original. This is the king, as they say. But this one right here, it's going to be in here for forever. This is going to be top 5 for lifer, the Creed Aventus DNA, and that's a fact. All right, so one more time from the house of Creed. We have Creed's Aventus. All right, man, so those are my top 6 fragrances basically right now. Right now, as I'm thinking about it, someone asked me, this is what I'm saying. These are my top 6 fragrances in my collection, man, and I love all of them. There's some top 5 for lifers, like the Fruitis versions, the Bleu de Chanel, the DNA of the L'Homme Ideal, but I love Cedrat Boise. I mean, I love the new EDP from Acqua di Gio. I mean, they're just all great. They're all great. So let me know down below, what's your top 6? Your top 6 right now, no ifs, no ands, pretty much. If they could take the rest and leave you with these 6 in your collection right now, I want to know what they are down below in the comments. Meet me down there. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. We're going to wrap this one up for sure. Kind of running a little long. So it's cool because once again, I had a lot to say. All right. So like, comment, subscribe if you have not. That's how you can be a member of the Smell Good family. I would love to have you guys to be a part of this journey on this channel. And until next time, you guys be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys on the next fragrance video.